editions of TV23's Internet, provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, February 4th, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by our entertainment correspondent, Adam Jewell. Now, let's take a look at just a few things that are happening out there. A Liberal woman was injured Wednesday morning in Kearney County. The accident occurred at about 5:20 a.m. a half mile west of County Road BB on Highway 50 in Kearney County. A 1998 Plymouth Neon being driven by 48-year-old Barbara Mullen of Liberal was westbound on U.S. Highway 50 when she hit a patch of ice and lost control of her vehicle. Now, the Neon struck a 2016 International semi-tractor being driven by 59-year-old Mark Duty of Oklahoma City. Mullen was taken to the Kearney County Hospital to be treated for injuries. Finney County Sheriff's deputies arrested a 24-year-old Garden City man Saturday morning. They say tried to burn a vehicle. Daniel Garcia Ramos was arrested on allegations of aggravated burglary, aggravated arson, theft, and criminal damage to property. Now, at about 3:15 a.m. Saturday, deputies were dispatched in reference to an aggravated burglary that had just occurred at a residence. And when deputies arrived, Garcia Ramos was in the front yard of the residence with the owner. According to the sheriff's office, the owner told deputies that Garcia Ramos entered the garage and took several containers of alcoholic beverages. The owner told deputies that Garcia Ramos took an American flag and a rag and stuck them in the gas tank of the vehicle and lit it on fire. The Ford County Commission approved terminating the contract with EWE Consulting of Kansas Incorporated for surveying and landfill services at its meeting on Monday. Now, as they progressed with the agreement, it was determined it created some issues with regard to Ed Elam's early retirement. The agreement was for services Elam would provide at the landfill and surveying. There are no obligations to either party. Now, if any payments have been made under the agreement, they will be repaid to Ford County. And the Confidence in Kansas Public Education Task Force has named 99 schools in 34 Kansas public school districts, including USD 480 Liberal's West Middle School, as recipients of the 2015 Challenge Awards. Now, the awards recognize Kansas schools that are making a notable difference in student achievement despite facing significant challenges in their school population. Now, since its inception in 2002, nearly 1,400 awards have been presented to schools across the state. The Challenge Award recognizes schools for outstanding achievement and uncommon accomplishments based on Kansas assessment results, the sample size, and the socioeconomic status of those taking the tests. And opponents of a measure that would consolidate school districts packed a House committee meeting yesterday in Topeka, offering impassioned testimony against it. HB 2504 would require 98 of Kansas's 105 counties to have one unified school district per county. 22 of those already fit that requirement. Now, Kansas' 7 most populous counties would be allowed to have multiple districts, provided each has more than 1,500 students. Kansas has 286 school districts. Median enrollment is about 550 students. It was emphasized that the state hadn't mandated boundary changes since the 1960s. Now, in the late 1950s, Kansas had about 2,800 school districts. By the end of the 60s, it had little more than 300. The consolidations remain a bitter memory because many towns lost their schools through the mergers. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of that yet. And that's a look at what's happening out there. Got somewhat of a warming trend heading this way, so stick around. Come back, we'll talk about the weather after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you. Wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back. Hey, today we're up on Highway US 50. We're about 6-7 miles west of Ingalls, looking back to the east. If you look really close up here, you can see the elevator there at Ingalls. A little bit of snow left on the ground over in that part of the world. Let's take a look at our readings here at the station. 33 degrees currently. Relative humidity a little higher today, 64%. Winds, though, nice. Westerly at 8. Barometric pressure holding steady. As we look at the current temperatures around, now you can tell who's got some snowfall on the ground because they're still in the 20s. Look at Garden City, Hayes, Lamar. They're still stuck in the 20s. Everybody else in the 30s and 40s around the viewing area, so not too bad out there. Take a look at our current dew points. Look at Lamar, way dry at 7 out there. Everybody else in the teens and 20s. Perryton, probably the highest at 27. Winds not too bad today. We got a few that are up in the teens there. Dodge City seems to be the windy spot, along with Perryton at 16 and 17. Winds pretty much west-southwesterly today. Not going to be giant winds today, not like we had earlier in the week. Highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. Yesterday's high only 30 degrees, 73 back in 1962. 12 was our overnight low, minus 14 back in 1996. No new precipitation in the bucket. Looking at our forecast for today, lots of sunshine, high of 43 degrees. Winds are going to be out of the west-southwest at about 13 miles an hour. And then tonight, going to cool down just a little bit. 19 for our low. Westerly winds at 6. They're going to drop off to just barely light and variable after midnight. Then tomorrow we do have some clouds rolling in. High still going to be 40 degrees though. Winds are going to be out of the east-northeast at 11. Switching around later in the afternoon to the north. Picking up a little at 17 miles an hour. Tomorrow night our low of 20. Partly cloudy. Still going to have northerly winds out of the northwest at 15. Looking at our 7-day, look at that. We're all back up into the 40s, and we get a 51 next week. Looking at Pancake Day, lows are going to climb back up into the 20s. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Adam after this.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
And welcome back. We are now joined by our entertainment correspondent via Skype, Mr. Adam Jewell, on his birthday, no less. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What are you 29 today? 25? What?
Well, I don't know. Old enough.
All right.
This show is that important. I'm working on my birthday. Think about that.
Okay. Sorry. Next year we'll have cake for you. All right. You're going to talk about 3 things today. 2 of them are on our television miniseries, or a series, a miniseries, and then we have a movie in theaters starting tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right. The first one is with Zach Galifianakis, and it's called Baskets.
Yes. Have you seen it?
No.
No, you haven't. It's on FX. And what Baskets is, the name of the title refers to the name of the clown that Zach Galifianakis plays. It's about how he has flunked out of French clown school and is forced to come back to the States and live in California. So where he becomes a rodeo clown. And his clown name is Baskets. And his whole dream is to become a French clown.
All right, so tell me, what constitutes a French clown?
Like Marcel Marceau.
That's a mime. He's a mime.
But he was still clownish. It's not your typical clown that you see at a child's birthday party that's creeping everyone out.
Oh, okay. All right. There's no balloon animals, that kind of stuff in this?
It's artistic.
It's artistic, okay. But I'm sure this is not knowing Zach Galifianakis' work, this is not a serious vehicle.
No. But it's still hilarious. Like, the first episode is about him trying to get $40 so he can pay for his ex-wife's HBO.
And they made a whole... Now, is this a half hour? Is this a half an hour or an hour series?
It's half hour. It's a sitcom.
Okay, so for 30 minutes, he's trying to make $40 to pay for his ex-wife's HBO.
Yes.
Okay, and that's an episode.
While also trying to be the clown that he wants to be. Because as a rodeo clown, that's not true clowning to him.
Okay, all right. So how long is it? I mean, this series has not been on that long, though, has it?
It's only 2 episodes in.
Okay, see? I've got time to Hulu or Netflix or whatever and catch up.
It's on FX.
Okay, I can catch up with the FX app.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
All right. And you like this. You said it was hilarious, so we're going to go with that. All right. The next one is a little mini series that's on right now. It is the American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Exactly. The juice is on the loose yet again. So it's executive produced by Ryan Murphy, who does the American Horror Stories and also who did Glee. And this is an anthology. So the first season is just about The People versus O.J., and then the next season will be about something else, a different true crime story. But this follows the whole trial and tribulations that happened within the O.J. and Nicole Brown, Ron Goldman murders, about how the investigation went, how he was tried, and how, spoiler alert, I'm sure most of you already know, how he was acquitted. Because remember, this happened in 1994. The Bronco chase was June 1994. I was 8 years old when that happened. And I distinctly remember it being televised during the NBA Finals, and it was must-see TV.
You so do not remember it at 8 years old. All right. OJ, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Have we been that far in this baby yet?
No. The first episode ends with the start of the Bronco chase.
Oh, it does. Okay. So and the first episode, was it on just last night?
Tuesday, but they're going to be re-airing it. It airs on Tuesdays, but it's going to be re-aired. It broke records. The first episode was tuned in by 2.4 million people.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so it's all these people that didn't really watch the trial. That was kind of really, it was big news. I mean, it was one of those deals where CNN and everybody was there.
You see things like Court TV, Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown, all of that is because of the OJ trial. That was the first true court TV. Because I remember even watching SportsCenter in the morning. That was their lead story. This is what's happening in the O.J. Simpson case.
Yeah, that was quite the deal. So they have all these people. All right, I have a question. I caught about 10 minutes of this last night after I got home from doing a bunch of other stuff. And John Travolta is in this, correct?
Yes.
Who does he play?
That's Robert Shapiro. He's the
That
one
is
who
all
puts
right. All right. From an artistic standpoint, that is the worst looking Robert Shapiro I have ever seen. They made him up to, he doesn't look like Robert Shapiro, but I think they just made him up so that he doesn't really look like John Travolta, but he's supposed to look like somebody else. Just saying.
He's also a producer on the show, so he weaseled his way into playing Robert Shapiro. And he's probably the worst actor out of all of them to be doing it. So don't focus on him. Focus on the other actors like Courtney B. Vance, who's playing Johnny Cochran, or Sarah Paulson, who's playing Marcia Clark, and who looks exactly like Marcia Clark.
Well, she looks close. She doesn't look exactly, but yeah, she does. She looks close. I did see that. Who plays Robert Kardashian? Isn't that what's his Schwimmer from Friends, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I saw that where John Travolta was walking in with OJ into Nicole's funeral last night, and I'm going, wow, who's he supposed to be?
Yeah, he's Robert Shapiro, the one who put together the dream team, the legal dream team.
Do you know Alan Dershowitz, well-known attorney, was on the dream team, but he was more of an advisor on the sidelines.
Yes, it was mainly run by Kardashian, Shapiro, and then Cochran. Cochran was the spin master because remember, this is 2 years after the LA riots and Rodney King. So the community is still very splintered. And if you watch old clips of when OJ is acquitted, you see so many people, so many African-American people cheering that OJ was acquitted.
Right.
And
I remember that. I remember that.
White people just can't believe that he got away.
And there was a lot of clashing out in front of the courthouse when the verdict came down.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. We got about 2 minutes left. Tuesday nights, FX, American Crime Story, The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Yes.
You highly recommend.
Yes.
All right. Episode 2 coming up on Tuesday.
Yes.
All right.
The White Bronco Chase.
The Bronco Chase. Okay. That you remember when you were like 2. All right. Let's go on to, now this movie opens tomorrow, and this is from the Coen brothers. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
The ones who brought Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Fargo, No Country for Old Men, The Big Lebowski, Burn After Reading, Blood Simple, and I can go on.
All right. But this latest endeavor is Hail Caesar.
Yes. It takes place during the golden age of Hollywood, which is about 40s, 50s. And their biggest star, played by George Clooney, goes missing. So now it's about these other A-list stars of the time trying to find him and where he is. And it's just simply a comedy and just kind of the absurdity of how Hollywood actually is.
Well, there's a lot of names in this movie, isn't there?
Yes. Yes. It's got George Clooney, Ray Fiennes, Josh Brolin, Scarlett Johansson, Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum has a wonderful dance number.
I've seen that on the trailer.
And a whole bunch of others. So
okay, I know, and Scarlett Johansson does kind of an Esther Williams thing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So and this comes out tomorrow, so you're recommending go see this?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, anything by the Coen brothers, I mean, has proved to be a gold mine. So it can't really be a miss, can it?
No, not really. I mean, even their misses are still.
Well, and if you like satire, comedy, and those types of things, this is going to be a good one for you.
Even their misses are still good. So.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to run back. You recommend Baskets, American Crime Story, People versus O.J. Simpson, and Hail Caesar.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Adam. We'll see you next week, okay?
Okay, see you then.
All right. And stick around. I'll be back with more after this.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today. a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Bill Self was only slightly happier Wednesday night than Kansas State counterpart Bruce Weber, and only for the reason for that was his 7th-ranked Jayhawks had won. He said, "I'll be candid. After the 77-59 victory, they outplayed us. They beat us to the loose balls. They out-hustled us. That's about as soft as I can remember one of our teams playing." Perry Ellis did score 19 points to bail out the Jayhawks, who are 18-4 overall, 6-3 in the Big 12, on a night they were dominated on the glass. Let's take a last look at our weather before we get out. Hey, it's warmed up 1 whole degree. It is now 34 degrees out. Relative humidity 59%. Winds are dropping, though. They're out of the west at 5. Barometric pressure still holding steady. Looking at the 7-day, though, we got a little bit of a warming trend coming. We're going to be up into the upper 40s by Saturday and Sunday. Looking at Pancake Day next week, it's going to be 51 degrees, lows in the 20s. Go out and make it a good Thursday, everybody. See you back here tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your